guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. As you guys can see, I am joined by Kidkid. Today we're gonna have a gluttony of log bait to share with you guys, played by the best ladder specialist in the world. So what I'm doing here, you guys might have noticed it last week with the Lemon Tree video playing 2.9 Expo Cycle. I read the feedback, I read the comments on that video, and man, a lot of you guys really enjoyed just having one deck specialist push from like 10,000 trophies as far high as he can on the leaderboard within an hour's time. So that's what we're gonna do again here with Kidkid, and I'm gonna try to replicate this series with Yursin, with Igor, with Carpy, and maybe a couple others too. So 2.6, Mortar Bait, and P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam. So, you know, if you guys have another deck suggestion or a pro that you'd like to see on in this longer format series, go ahead and drop their name, go ahead and let me know in the show notes below. But I figured those are the 5 guys that kind of came to mind in terms of guys who are willing to play for like an hour straight and just dominate. Hopefully, I don't want to curse Kidkid here. Lemon Tree only lost once in 45 minutes, so that was pretty incredible. So let's see how many L's we take here and how many victories we have. Again, we're starting out right around 6,100 trophies, right around 10,000 in the world at the time of this recording, of course, which I don't expect to release this video for a few days because it's kind of evergreen content. Anyway, here we go. It's going to be a balloon coming in from the opponent. We're going to go ahead and just rocket that down. And the idea behind this is just a lot of repetition, getting to kind of study the tendencies, the habits, the routines that Kidkid employs when he's playing this classic log bait deck that has led him to have this level of success with it, okay? So I figured the more matches you watch against a different variety of decks and archetypes, the better you guys will be acquainted with individual specific strategy given the matchup that you're facing. So here we go. It's going to be a balloon combo coming down from the opponent again. Playing defense with a rocket mainly against this balloon cycle deck, and it's been doing good for us so far, right? 45 seconds remaining here in regulation. The opponent does have that tornado. They have executioner as well. They also have Valkyrie, so we have to be careful here, but we're doing a good job protecting that princess, forcing a zap out of the opponent in the opposite lane. Now we go princess same lane here, and it looks like we do drop that knight just in time to protect our princess. Obviously, princess protection is fundamental to have success with the classic log bait deck, or really any deck that involves a princess. Getting value out of her is so incredibly important. And here we go, stacking princesses here. Ooh, let's see. Knight is down at the bridge. We have the log down as well. It's going to take care of a couple of those skeletons from the opponent. And now Goblin Gang surrounds and protects that princess again. Both princesses are still alive here, but a Valkyrie does run into them at the bridge, and a NATO pulls them all together. So here we go. This one is far from over, but we keep combining the log with our goblin barrels, knowing that the opponent is wont to place those skeletons in the ice spirit there to kind of catch our goblin barrel as soon as it lands. This time we switch things up. The first Inferno Tower coming about 3 minutes and 20 seconds into this match, and here we go. Inferno Tower shuts down that balloon. We won't even take death damage here on that balloon, so perfect Inferno Tower placement. And then the opponent relentless here with these Valkyries right there at the bridge. It's okay, we have the knight in hand and we have rocket in hand for this balloon yet again. We go in with the goblin barrel though. Actually, that was a nice play there. We go with the goblin barrel, ice spirit to freeze that balloon, keeping the death range out of our tower's radius. And again, look at our towers here, guys. Very healthy as we're getting ready to cross over to triple elixir time. Starting this video out, I should say, with a triple elixir match. So the rocket does come down on that balloon. Uh-oh, ice spirit's gonna stop the balloon just in the nick of time. No connection. So far, 0 balloon connections on our tower throughout this entire match. We go in with the Goblin Barrel, zap and activated King Tower doing work against it. We go in again with the Inferno Tower, switching up the location a little bit and surrounding that miner with the Goblin Gang. So again, doing a great job on the defensive side of the arena here, guys, with 34, 33, 32 seconds remaining inside this first match of the video. Already starting out with a bang. Rocket comes down, and that's going to end it there. About 34 seconds exactly into triple elixir time. Let's go ahead and jump into the next match, guys. All right, guys, so match number 2. Somebody keep tally here of these, because God knows I'm not going. You know what? Let me write down somewhere. Do I even have, who has pens nowadays? Jeez, man, I have like everything in the world on my desk except for a pen. I got some batteries. Those aren't gonna help. Yeah, okay, so forget it. You guys can keep track, whatever. We're 1-0 right now. It shouldn't be that difficult, right? Soy Bro is the opponent. I probably said something really awful there. I have no idea. But here we go. It's going to be a Goblin Barrel coming down, log out of hand by the opponent, and it's another minor balloon cycle deck. And just like that, the opponent has no responses. This one going a little bit smoother than the last match. And he's just left saying, wow, 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 wow. Soy bro. Dude, well that sucks for him. Now we have 2 minutes to just sit back and relax and log cycle or princess or do whatever you want to that right tower. We're going to start out with a log. And hey, the opponent is leaking. Okay, I thought they might be giving up. Oh, they do give up. They send the miner to the tower, and there we go, guys. That's going to be an easy victory, allowing us to get the 3 crowns. So now let's go ahead and put another one in the W mark in terms of the win tally. So we got 2-0 here, and man, the opponent did not want a piece of that, and that's pretty much good that he gave up because, frankly, it's kind of boring watching 2 balloon cycle decks right back-to-back in a row. But hey, another quick victory there, able to get that log auto cycle. Never log when you're going against Kidkid, right? And then just attack with the Knight and the Goblin Barrel. Tower was down. Let's go ahead and see if I have to edit out. Let's see how long it takes him to find a match here. We'll like give him like 3 seconds in between matches. Otherwise, I will. Oh, okay, good. We're not that high, so it shouldn't take that long. We're inside our 3rd match here against Tunisiano. So starting out, I imagine, let's see this Goblin Barrel. Notice, guys, that he's not going in the safe spot here. Kidkid is happy to give the King Tower activation because everybody at this point in the game's kind of trajectory, everybody knows what's coming, right? Everybody knows it's going to be some unit in the predictions, the anti-NATO spot. So you see guys like Kidkid and other like high echelon players. We talked about this too. I mentioned this a few times on the B-Rad video, where he goes in the non-obvious spot with his miner if he's going to miner first place. So he'll go with the miner right smack dab into the NATO zone on the inside or behind the tower, just because people, 90% of players who don't have Tornado are just going to predict it in the anti-NATO spot. So same with Kidkid here, he just goes with that Goblin Barrel surrounding the Princess Tower. So we're going against a weird deck. This time it's a little bit different, right? We have the surviving Inferno Tower, and you guys are going to notice this. Nice Goblin Gang too. You guys are going to notice this, that Kidkid, when he has a surviving Inferno Tower that survives from defense, he's way more apt to go in with the Princess at the bridge. Those are the times that he goes in for the Princess chip damage versus always just being hyper-aggressive with the Princess every time after he defends. Most of the time, he's going to go with the, if the Inferno Tower survives, then he'll go Princess. So here comes a Giant Skeleton in the back by the opponent. It's Giant Skeleton Balloon deck. This is kind of the sort of deck that I wouldn't be shocked. Well, it already has 2 small spells. I was going to say I wouldn't be shocked if it has freeze, but it's probably like... I would say, nah, I don't know what that last card could be. This deck is so weird and off meta that you never know. We go in with a Goblin Barrel there. It looks like the opponent's not going to support his Giant Skeleton. And we score a little bit more damage. Then we go ahead and we just log, doing more chip damage as we cross over to double elixir time. Now we have the Prince is the last card. Did anybody see that coming? I didn't. The predictive arrows for the opponent. But we do not go with the obvious play. You can't get those predictions off against Kidkid. He went with the Goblin Gang exactly where the opponent would not predict it. 2 Goblin Gangs down to protect those princesses at the bridge. That time he went with the Princess immediately after defending, after the prediction arrows failed by the opponent, staying the aggressor when he had the elixir advantage. So here we go. Elixir is pretty much tied right now. They go with the Giant Skeleton. Now we're getting the opponent in the habit of having to drop the Bandit or the Giant Skeleton in front of their tower, lest we attack with a Princess at the bridge, like we've shown kind of that tendency of doing earlier in this match. So 12, 11, 10 seconds remaining here on the clock, continuing our attack in the right with the Goblin Barrel, and we go with a Knight there on defense and another Princess reloaded in the right lane. Log comes down, 2 seconds, 1 second remaining. We're going to go into sudden death again here, guys. We have the Goblin Gang high, we have the Ice Spirit down. Looks like we're gonna take a 1 balloon. No! We don't even take a balloon hit there. Incredible. Can't believe that balloon did not connect. But again, high Goblin Gang and the Ice Spirit evading those arrows yet again by Kidkid. So here we go again. Bandit comes down the left. Log cycling to get it to rocket range in the right. The opponent trying to take advantage of that. They go in with the Skarmy. We knew the Skarmy was coming a mile away, so we went with the predictive Ice Spirit, and then the Inferno Tower, perfect positioning to pull that balloon really early. Balloon is down. Now it's just going to be a rocket log time, and we will be done. This will this be 4 or 3? I already forgot, dude. I suck. 3 or 4 in a row. Let's go to the next match, guys. Alright guys, here we go into match number 4 or 5 against Dark Skull. That guy who gave up, he confused me as to what the wins were. I told you I wouldn't remember, dude. My memory is not not what it used to be, okay? So anyway, you guys can keep track at home. Like I said, in the second half of this long video, I will check to see what place he's in the world in between matches. But early on, you guys can pretty much figure it out. He's probably around like 6,000, 5,000 in the world right now, gaining 3 or 4 in a row. So here we go against Dark Skull. Starts out with a Lumberjack Zappies. I was like, Lumberjack arrows and Fire Spirits. What? I almost said Ice Spirit because I'm so used to never saying Fire Spirits here on the channel. What deck is this? Is it a 3 Muskie deck or something? Or just something weird? I have no idea what it could be, but this is the type of stuff that you get on ladder. You never know, right? So Zappies still kind of suck, guys. Don't you agree, or am I in the minority there? Now, I don't think so, just based on use rates. They're still at like 1%. There's a popular card in the deck. It's the Mini P.E.K.K.A. And again, playing that Goblin Gang, and you guys, if there's one thing you're taking away so far from this video, is that he is incredibly unpredictable when it comes to his Goblin Gang placements, and it saved him in a few situations there, sorry. It saved him in a few situations thus far in these first few matches. So Knight goes ahead and takes care of the Royal Ghost, and again, a nice early advantage for us. We played a Princess at the bridge there, chip away at the Zappies in the tower earlier in that last kind of exchange on the offensive end. Got a few spectators here going in for Kidkid. I will, by the way, guys, no cuts or edits or anything in this video. I'll share every match, win or lose, just in order they appear. So, you know, that's what we're going to do here on the series, especially when we have these specialists. Just going to let them play, win or loss, I'll show it all. Of course, expecting a lot of wins early on, where we're still high ladder, we're still higher than I am on ladder, but we're not like super high on the ladder. So that was unfortunate. The Mini P.E.K.K.A. does get a swing there on our left tower. Really the first mistake that we've seen so far from Kidkid. So here we go. It's going to be a Mega Knight coming down. We're going to try to keep that princess alive, and the log comes down. Beautiful job. Also getting even more chip damage to our tower. The princess unfortunately does fall to that Royal Ghost, but the Knight will take care of the Royal Ghost in the duel of the bridge there. And oh, beautiful Tesla by the opponent. Dark Skull's got some moves here, guys. Able to anticipate that princess at the bridge, also pull that Knight away. Excuse me, this could be trouble here in the right lane. Zappies and Mega Knight coming down. Need to get those Zappies away, but hey, before the Zappies, they're so slow, those Zappies on their shot. They were able to stack up another Inferno Tower and let them do their thing before the Zappies came in range. I think the Zappy range is a big issue right now, don't you guys? It's either the fire time, the first shot on the Zappies, or the range. One of those two things needs to be buffed in order to make them viable. That's if we even want to make them viable. So the opponent has both arrows and Fire Spirits, which can purely 100% counter our Goblin Barrel. That's why we're being more aggressive. In matchups where the opponent has 2 solid answers to our Goblin Barrel, we're more aggressive with the princesses at the bridge, and we see another one right there. So another princess at the bridge here, forcing a Mini P.E.K.K.A. at the bridge from the opponent, and they use arrows on defense, so that frees us up to use the Goblin Gang there and the log, taking care of both the Lumberjack and the Mini P.E.K.K.A. We have Knight in hand again at the last second, keeping those Spirit Goblins alive. Very well played here, guys, and another log and a rocket away. Make it just a rocket away from another victory here, and all Dark Skull can do is laugh. There goes the rocket, both of our towers remaining pretty healthy, and there it goes, log to finish off those couple extra HP. Let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, here we go against Latini. So we have yet to lose. That's a good thing. Probably the Curse of Ash. Latini throws in the white flag emote. We'll see, we'll see. Well played. I think speaking of emotes, I think I mentioned this the other day too. I'm not sure if you guys saw that video, but I love the Sparky one. What about you guys? Am I alone in that one? That I feel like that's one of my favorite emotes in a while. At first with the emotes, like I was obsessed with having every single one and just trying to collect every emote possible in the game. And then one day I was just like, why? Like, why do I care about the emotes I don't like? I have no idea why I didn't think of that earlier, but I think I was just trying to be a completionist. Shout out to the Completionist YouTube channel, by the way. I met him in Malibu. Really cool guy. Good YouTube channel too. Not like mobile gaming, just gaming in general. So here we go. So far, a very slight damage advantage for us. We go with the Ice Spirit to distract and the Goblin Gang to put some pressure there in the left lane, forcing an Ice Spirit out of the opponent. A few of our Spirit Goblins, a couple of them connect onto the left tower. Here comes a Goblin Barrel from the opponent. So Latina is trying to beat us at our own deck. Oof. It's very funny though, because I believe, I could be wrong, but I want to say, was the only match that Lemon Tree lost against Expo? Or am I wrong? I forgot what it was against, but I thought it might be Expo. So sometimes these deck specialists, they can struggle against their own matchups. I guess it just all depends on the player at the end of the day. Anyway, here we go. Knight takes care of that Princess. Again, a very early damage advantage for us. Let's see how we play this mirror matchup from here on out, especially going into double elixir time. So we're splitting our gangs in the back when we don't have an obvious play. The opponent responds in kind. 5 seconds remaining here before double elixir. We go with our first rocket. Now we have a nice damage advantage, and immediately the opponent responds with a rocket of their own. So it's going to be the rocket cycle game. We have about a 200 HP advantage here. We go with the juke barrel, doesn't really work. The opponent sees that coming a mile away. And now we have that princess approaching her way to the bridge. We go with a knight at the very last second. So our knight will probably win the battle. Okay, let's see what we do here. Oh, we go with a log. We go with the log there. We go with a defensive goblin barrel. Wow. Did not even delay there. He went with a defensive goblin barrel and it worked out there against the juke barrel from the opponent. So now we set up opposite side with the princess. Here comes the Goblin Gang from the opponent. We log it again, and then we go with the Goblin Gang on defense. Nice job predicting that Goblin Barrel being behind again, taking no damage. That frees us up to use a rocket, and we get a little bit of value out of it too, taking care of that annoying princess on the opposite side. Notice how Kidkid is not giving the opportunity to provide any princess rocket value to the opponent, especially on our weak side tower, like the opponent did there. Now we get him with the juke barrel. Our goblins connect. Gonna take that tower all the way down. And there it goes. Can't beat Kidkid using log bait, guys. That's like 5 or 6 or something in a row. Let's go into the next one here, guys. All right, guys, here we go inside the next match. Yeah, it took a while. So Murillo 7 is the opponent. Let's see what we start with a princess at the bridge. Jeez. I've never seen Kidkid do that before. I wonder why he went that aggressive starting with the princess at the bridge. I guess it's not that big of a deal, right? I mean, sometimes I think we kind of overplay how crucial it is never to make the starting play, especially with a lot of the decks that we cover here. But I think that, hey man, we're just trophy pushing, just having fun on ladder. It's kind of a free form video. Who cares? It's not like it's a do or die match. I think it's okay to start out a little bit aggressive, and we've seen that consistently here from Kidkid. Now we go ahead and we just start cycling logs. Whenever we're full on elixir, we're still going to respond to the Ice Spirit with one of our own in the left lane. Bat cycled by the opponent, probably a Hog Rider coming soon. Let's see. No, it looks like the opponent just going to go ahead and play a Muskie in the right. That frees us up to play the Goblin Barrel. The log comes down as well. So let's see if we protect this. No log in hand, so I wouldn't be surprised if we went gang here as well. Let's see if we do. Yep, there it is. Goblin Gang and the log both coming down there. That's going to finish off the mini P.E.K.K.A, keep that princess alive. Spirit Goblins and Princess going to finish off this Ice Golem. Going to force a Bat or something, or a Musketeer maybe, out of the opponent. Unless they're back to another log. They go with the Hog Rider and the Bats. Oh, the Princess finishes off the Bats. This Princess has been alive forever here, guys, halfway through this match. And Earthquake does finally finish her off. Here comes that Ice Spirit, maybe intended for the dying princess, but another princess is there in her place, again at the bridge. Okay, I'll tell you what, guys, this guy is aggressive with his princesses. I like it, especially in a match like this, just getting more and more chip damage from the opponent. They have log in hand, doesn't matter. We're still using our Goblin Gang, getting that log out of cycle, and of course being aggressive with our princesses all the while. So again, here comes this time we go ahead and we just rocket that Hog Rider, and no damage again. So 1948 remaining on the tower, make that 1825. and 50 seconds remaining here. So all the while chipping away with princesses, with naked logs, anything to get that tower down. And here comes probably the biggest push so far of the match. A predictive earthquake is in hand by the opponent, but doesn't really matter. We have the knight, the princess, and the inferno tower just chipping away slowly, all the while at that hog rider. Now we have 2 princesses firing onto the musketeer. Nice job with a double barrel princess in the right lane. Here comes a goblin barrel for us. We do score a couple hundred damage as well. So this one feels like he's got this one under control. They go with the predictive earthquake again. This time we're switching up our defense. Sometimes we use the inferno tower, sometimes we use just the log and the goblin gang, other times of course we use the rocket. So always keeping the opponent guessing and trying to mitigate the value of his predictive earthquakes against our inferno tower. This time again he goes with the predictive earthquake and we go with the rocket on defense against the hog rider. So very well played. We don't even want to take the golem, the ice golem death damage, so we go with the ice spirit there. So here we go guys, 45 seconds or so until triple elixir time. We keep going with the relentless attacks of the goblin barrel, forcing the opponent to use a little bit of elixir on defense instead of always cycling to more hog riders on offense. Probably going to be a goblin gang. Here it comes, goblin gang and ice spirit in the right. Everything is frozen, goblin distracting that mini P.E.K.K.A, and now we have more pressure applied in the right lane. This is a nightmare scenario for the opponent here. We go in with the goblin barrel, log is in cycle, they miss it again! So they missed the juke barrel and a rocket will end it off. There it goes, good game, well played. Notice when he goes in with those juke barrels, it's often while the opponent is mid-defense, while they're distracted by other things going on in the arena, right? That's something that I have noticed, that he goes for those jukes while there's a lot going on, just trying to kind of throw a curveball at the opponent, keep them on their toes, and we're already inside the next match here. So here we go. We will see. Goblin barrel starting out again in the obvious, or maybe not the obvious, the traditional position. There we go. And a bandit coming down in response from the opponent. So starting out with bandit and bats is the opponent. They will not get a dash. We have that knight down just in the nick of time to prevent her from connecting to our tower. The opponent showing that new Sparky, or excuse me, the viewers, the spectators showing that new Sparky emote and the birthday emote here as we have 24, 25 or so live spectators watching this live along with us here. So Inferno Dragon's gonna go ahead and get a couple shots off against that princess, or kill the princess, excuse me, and then we go with the Ice Spirit and the princess there to defend in the right. Meanwhile, unfortunately, 2 of the wall breakers do connect on the left side. So now we have the Goblin Gang down again, and we also have the log coming down. Princess is gonna take care of those bats. She does. That's a ton of damage thanks to the Goblin Gang on that right tower. So the opponent strikes first, but maybe that was just a little bit too aggressive with those wall breakers coming in the left side, allowing us to counterattack, get tons of value on that right tower. 647, that's beautiful. Now we can just finish that tower off with a rocket, just worry about maybe log cycling from here on out, and that's really gonna be it. All we have to do is defend, and when you put Kidkid in this position, where all he has to do is just sit back, apply a little bit of pressure, and defend from here on out, we're sitting pretty here, even despite this Mega Knight coming down. So here comes the Mega Knight. Let's see what the opponent does here. They go with a bandit, we go with a low Inferno Tower, we go with a knight to protect that Inferno Tower, and we also go with the Ice Spirit. Beautiful plays there, and again, nothing the opponent can do. They do have Zap in their deck, either didn't have it in hand or didn't want to use it in that situation with the Mega Knight being so low in terms of his HP. The log comes down, keeping that princess alive. Now she'll be a thorn in the side of the opponent they have to respond to on the King Tower. So here we go, it's going to be the Inferno Dragon, and relentless, we keep attacking. We keep attacking. We don't just concentrate on defense here, even though we have the lead in this match. With 42, 41 seconds remaining here, we're still playing some offense with those Goblin Barrels as well. Log comes down, pushing everything back, and that's going to be no Mega Knight jump and no Bandit dash because of that Knight placement. Beautiful defense here, guys. Again, no L's in this video. This dude saw, Kidkid saw Lemon Tree's video, and he's like, I got it, man. He had 1 loss, I'm gonna have no losses. So far, at least about 20 minutes or so into this video, maybe getting close to the halfway point. We'll see. He said he could play live for an hour, so minus the cuts that I make in between matches, that's how long we will go for today. So there it goes, another decisive victory. Be right back for the next one. All right, guys, just checking in. He is 42, 90, 4 or something in the world, so slowly but surely creeping up onto top ladder territory. This time, Scoot is the opponent, coming in with Gobos and a Snowball, and again, staying aggressive with that Princess at the bridge, and the opponent, another Minor Bats deck, man. It feels like we're facing a lot of decks that are very similar in terms of these Minor Balloon, Minor Cycle, obviously that huge Minor Nerf that we talked about, aka the very, very small or minor nerf, didn't really end up being a factor at all. Minor's still an incredibly popular card, and there it is. Without even delay, we drop that Inferno Tower right away, and it absolutely decimates that mortar. Now we have to respond to this. We go with the rocket there. That's going to finish off the Musketeer and the Valkyrie. See how quickly he reacts? He's shown such like a proclivity to just go with the rocket defensively. When in doubt, well, he never has a doubt. He just goes, boom, instant rocket. Hog Rider, Ice Golem, annoying push, doesn't want to deal with it, rocket. That time, Valkyrie Musketeer, rocket, easy peasy. So here we go, again, attacking with the Ice Spirit there. I like combining the Ice Spirit with the Goblin Barrel when the opponent has a Snowball. Obviously, you wouldn't do that if they have the log, but if they have the Snowball, the Ice Spirit's going to freeze the tower, and it's going to force the opponent to have to play something other than just the Snowball against your Goblin Barrel. So here we go, this time with the defensive Inferno Tower. We're going to be switching up the defense against the Mortar as well. Similar to how we do it with the Hog Rider, we're going to do the same thing against Mortar, right? Sometimes we go with the Inferno Tower at the bridge, other times Inferno Tower on the defensive end, just like we see here, and other times we'll just go with the Knight. So here comes an Ice Spirit there, kills all the bats. Also going to allow that Inferno Tower to stay alive to kill that Musketeer, and a log again down for a Kidkid, chipping away at the tower that we're going for, playing same lane here. We have been going same lane in a lot of these contests. And we go with the predictive Inferno Tower, or maybe we just go with an Inferno Tower for the heck of it, knowing that he has Musketeer and Valkyrie in hand, and that's going to absolutely just destroy the Valkyrie. Now let's see what we do. We have Rocket. Oh, of course, we just Rocket. Why not, right? And again, the power of the Rocket. Dude, Kidkid makes a great case for Rocket just being so incredibly versatile. We think about Rocket, we think about Rocket Cycle, but he's really shown the defensive utility of the Rocket so far in these matches. So here we go, attacking the right, and again, a low Inferno Tower. Again, like one of the big things we're picking up here in terms of his habits in this gameplay is he switches up his defense like the best of them. He's really good at never doing the same thing twice, right? And if he does, he waits, he delays, or it's just, he's very hard to predict. So here we go again with the Goblin Barrel. A couple of our Gobos do connect there, taking the tower down to 1441, and a log comes down, allowing the Princess to finish off that Muskie. And let's see what happens here. Trying to snipe with the Miner. He does take care of our Princess. The Gobos will distract that Mortar momentarily, and we go in again with a nice counterattack here. The opponent gets no Mortar hits yet again. Now notice how he hasn't been like rocket cycling in these situations. He'd rather play defense, use the rocket on defense if he has to, but concentrate on defense and then attack with a counter push, or just keep throwing those Goblin Barrels. He's not one of those players like Icebo, where early in the match you just start rocket cycling, with the only exception so far being bait versus bait, right? So here we go again. Two Princesses stacking up, doing a good job stacking up those Princesses at this point in the match. And there it goes, that's rocket range and good game. It felt like poor Scoot just couldn't do anything against Kidkid there. Man, Kidkid had that match under control from the very, very beginning, and that's another victory. Good God, this is insane, man. This is insane. Okay, guys, next match here against Ruben. So all victories so far, and here comes Ruben. Will he be the guy to end this epic win streak, man? I wish I could just... Sometimes you make videos like this as a content creator, and you're just like, dude, I wish I could just pick up my game now and just push 800 trophies like it's absolutely nothing. In the way he plays, too, when you watch a really good player, the same feeling with the Lemon Tree video is, I'm not sure if you guys get this feeling too, but he makes the opponents look bad, you know, like, and I don't say that in an insulting way, I just mean like, I could probably beat these guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously that's not the case, but it almost makes you believe, like, yeah, like, is he really good, or are all his opponents really bad? And obviously they're not all really bad. And yet again, by the way, another minor balloon deck. Now, if I did cut matches in these videos, I might cut this one because I'm getting a little sick of watching all these fast minor cycle decks, but I guess it is kind of faster gameplay, so it makes it a little bit more exciting. I think we only have like one close match so far. Do we have any really close matches so far, guys? Anyway, another princess at the bridge there, all the while just chipping away at that right tower, getting 2 more princess strikes. And then we have the knight down against that musketeer, and we have the goblin gang down against that miner. Again, really doing a nice job mitigating any damage onto our left tower. Here comes the goblin barrel and the ice spirit, knowing the opponent has snowball like we talked about in that previous match, and we score a ton of damage against Ruben on that right tower. And again, look at our towers, how healthy they are, guys. Oof. You gotta feel the frustration that it must be to go up against Kidkid when he has a response for everything in your deck. Holds that musketeer to just 1 hit there, and again, going in with the princess, forcing out a goblin barrel, and then protecting the princess with the goblin gang. And that's gonna be tower down. Maybe not right away, but the goblin barrel will likely finish it off here. 294 remaining. Things are looking pretty good here, guys. They go with the kind of predictive bar barrel there. I'm not sure exactly what they were predicting, maybe an ice spirit, I'm not sure. However, they do score 1 balloon hit, but it doesn't feel like they have enough time to orchestrate a comeback, especially without a big spell in their deck. 171 remaining on the tower, a couple logs, and this one is over. Maybe just a goblin barrel. Let's see what we do here. Here comes the opponent, a big push. We go with that Inferno Tower placement that we saw last time as well, and we go with a rocket. Better play this one safe. We have nothing to lose here. 171 remaining on the tower. This is looking good here, guys. Goblin barrel does connect. They're gonna not finish off the tower, but the log will. 12 seconds remaining, and here comes a last stand for the opponent. We go with the super high Inferno Tower, predicting that balloon to be dropped right away, just like it was. And again, Kidkid walks away with yet another victory. Man, flexing that new Royal Giant emote. Royal Giant, what happened to RG, huh? Haven't shared an RG deck in a while. Someone was telling me that on Facebook the other day, and I was like, yeah, you know, you're right, I haven't shared a Royal Giant deck in a while, just because the card isn't super good right now, at least in my opinion, inside the meta, you know? I don't know, Royal Giant's one of those cards that when it's good, it's really good, but right now I just don't feel, with all the mini P.E.K.K.A going around, by the way, 2,800 or so in the world, let's go into the next match, with all the mini P.E.K.K.A going around right now, I just don't feel like it's the time for Royal Giant. Anyway, here comes the Dark Prince for Bloody V-Lady. Here we go. It's going to be a Dark Prince coming down, and we go with the last second knight to stop him in his charge. And here we go. Shooting that goblin barrel off in the left-hand lane, and oh, here we go. All right, something a little bit different, thankfully. It is an Elixir Golem deck. And again, let's see how he handles this one. The double dragon Elixir Golem deck, which is super strong right now. Getting some nice value out of that princess. Let's see, Inferno Tower is going to finish off that baby D, and we maintain the damage advantage, and we go aggressively again with that princess at the bridge. Princess is going to live on because she did clip one of those fire spirits, and then we keep up the pressure there with the goblin barrel. Princess is soloing this entire furnace. Love to see it. And then she kills her body, her dead body, kills one of those fire spirits. So that exchange went incredibly well there for Kidkid. And again, he shows that Royal Giant emote. So here comes that Dark Prince, and a wow comes down again for Bloody V-Lady. A log comes down, and Dark Prince does get a hit off though, so that evens up the damage, or at least takes it much closer for the opponent. And the Ram Rider Fist Pump comes down. They're celebrating, but are they celebrating too early? We will see. We'll know in about a minute and 15 seconds. Battle Healer is down, and here comes that would have been really cool if we could pull off the activation, but not with the Goblin Gang. Maybe traditional, no, actually with nothing. Never mind. Here we go. It's going to be a trying to push those everything away from that Battle Healer. Excuse me. Earthquake comes down as well. This could be trouble here, guys, though. This could be trouble. We need a ton of elixir, so we need to kill those blobs as quickly as possible. Hey, did I say trouble? I meant that would be easy. So here we go again with the Goblin Barrel down. striking again for a few hundred more damage on that left tower. And here comes the Bloody V herself coming down again, making sure that Electro Dragon is dead. Then we drop that Inferno Tower. This is tricky on defense because we have the Inferno Tower. He has Earthquake. And then he also has the E-Drag. So we're doing pretty well on the defensive end. But this is the closest match we've had so far, guys. This is the closest. See how we're putting distance between that Battle Healer and everything that we drop down to Distractor? Ooh, Earthquake's gonna come down again here, I think. We'll see. Fire Spirit's assisting that Battle Healer. We get a little tiny bit of damage, but not much. And here it comes. Probably gonna be another Elixir Golem for the opponent. Let's see. No Elixir Golem just yet. We go with the Knight place back again. Battle Healer healing herself up, 1304 to 1044. 45 seconds here remaining till triple Elixir time, then we're in real trouble. This looks like Sir Tag's challenge right now. Okay, minus the double dragon and all the other stuff, but still, it's Elixir Golem City. And here we go, dude. Just like that, we're able to strike one time with that Goblin Barrel, and just when I was fretting that this might be our first loss of the video, pulls up the victory. Again, getting enough chip damage from those Goblin Barrels. That's all we really needed. 2361. Let's go ahead and wait till the next match, but that's all we needed. It's just chipping and chipping and chipping with the princesses at the bridge, with the Goblin Barrels trying to get some goblins to connect to that tower, and just the logs again and again and again throughout these matches, able to take those towers down to rocket range and just relentless with the chip damage, relentless with the pressure. Sorry, we're in a match, and here we go here against King Sebi. And man, he still hasn't lost. This is insane. Again, I know that it's not like top 20 ladder, but still, I expected him to just lose on matchup or whatever, or making a silly mistake here or there, but so far, so good. Another Battle Healer deck, though, so another Elixir Golem deck. We're just assuming either Elixir Golem or Ram Rider, right? And here, and with the double dragon, I'm just going to assume it's an Elixir Golem deck again. So again, the E-Drag and the Baby Dragon special. Last time, he really pulled some amazing moves. And let's see, we'll go to King Tower activation here. No, okay. Close. Okay, Bar Barrel version. So all bets are off now with a Barbarian Barrel in their deck. Bar Barrel, what? Barbarian Hut Ash, come on, bruh. So Princess gonna go ahead and chip away at that Baby D. And Ice Spirit down. We have a Knight in hand, maybe? Nope. We go with the Goblin Gang. That's gonna still do good work there. See how he went with the Goblin Gang into the face of the Baby Dragon? Even though it's a Baby Dragon, does splash damage. If you place the Goblin Gang low enough, it's still gonna buy you enough time, finish off the Barbarians, and in that case, the Baby Dragon, and we took no tower damage. So still holding on to the damage advantage here. We go with the preemptive Inferno Tower on the defensive end. And again, Earthquake comes down. Man, so much Earthquake going around here, it hurts. Get the Ice Spirit down. Nice job on that Ice Spirit. NATO out of the opponent. Get a little bit more chip damage. 1977 on the tower. We're going to have to eat one of these Barbarians. Let's see if we go with the log. We do. So locking that tower down a little bit more. Now we're going to go opposite lane. Trying to apply some opposite lane pressure here. Get that Battle Healer out of hand. Hopefully we can kill her. And we can. And score more damage with that Goblin Barrel on the right tower. Man, I like how he went opposite lane there, just trying to prevent the opponent from building a huge, massive push. And here it goes. For the first time, we're seeing the Elixir Golem. So they're going to have one shot here, the opponent, to pull off a push so big that there's nothing we can do to stop it. They're going to have the Earthquake for the Inferno Tower. They're going to have the Battle Healer down as well to heal everything up. And it's all going to come down to, can we protect our tower? And, you know, using that defensive rocket, so far, so good. I love that defensive rocket, and the good game comes down from the opponent. I was actually super worried there. I thought they were going to pull off a Battle Healer, just a huge push. We'd have nothing that we had in our deck to stop it with the Earthquake too, but we just simply rocketed, and that was it. Good game again for Kidkid. Be right back, guys. All right, guys, sorry for not checking in on the ranking there. 1955 right now in the world, and going against another minor balloon deck. Oh, my word. Okay, I don't want to overreact, but there's been a lot, right? There's been like 3 or 4 minor balloon decks that we faced so far, and this time, it's not looking so good, guys. Caught us without any good response there. Can we kind of do a damage trade or a tower trade situation right now? Let us see. Little bit of damage there. That's about it, though. So we're relentless. We go the princess at the bridge. We're not really changing up our gameplay that much. Here comes the mini P.E.K.K.A for the opponent. We just kind of kite him around a little bit. Goblin log comes down last second. I like that play, going the log rather than the goblin gang, because oftentimes the opponent will predict with a zap or something. Let's see. So, oof, not the start that we wanted. It feels very weird to be in a situation where we might lose a match here, right? All wins. I thought he was going to one-up Lemon Tree, but let's not talk too soon. You're only halfway through this match. Catches that miner. Nice job with the Goblin Gang. Only wins so far, guys. Only wins. Go with the print. Oh, okay, still get 2 hits. I was like, ooh, that bar barrel actually prevented 1 hit, but now we still get 2 hits. With our princess against that tower. Also got the bar barrel out of hand. Here comes the mini P.E.K.K.A behind that ice golem for the opponent. We go with the Inferno tower, and then we go with the goblin barrel, forcing a zap and bats 4 elixir out of the opponent. That was a nice kind of sequence there for Kidkid. And now again he catches that miner with the goblin gang. He logs as well. Interesting log there. I don't know if he needed it necessarily. Maybe figuring they might zap too. So 13-19 remaining on their weak side tower. They're going to go ahead and focus on the opposite lane here, coming in with a balloon. Meanwhile, they're going to try to take down our left tower, but we're not going to let them. We do a really nice job on defense here. Can we stop the mini P.E.K.K.A though? We can. Wow, that was really well played with the Ice Spirit there to reset the mini P.E.K.K.A from hitting the tower, and then we place the knight down. This time Zap and a mini P.E.K.K.A comes down on the defensive end, and again here, guys, we go with the Inferno tower accidentally. Oh no! Oh no! He made a mistake! We have to rock it on offense, so we have to sack that tower. It's okay though, it's not over yet. The opponent trying to cycle back, quickly apply a ton of pressure here. We go with the Goblin Gang high. The balloon can be ignored. We'll get a couple hits though. Ooh, that zap. Did you guys see that sneaky zap by the opponent, allowing them to get 1 extra balloon hit? Now they go with the Inferno Tower, their last card here. Oof. That Inferno Tower at the bridge, it obviously was supposed to be a princess. Oh no! And this might be our first loss, guys. We go in with the Ice Spirit to catch that miner. Inferno Tower separated as well. We can't even afford the death damage. And oh, the bats finish it off. The first loss of the video comes, well, a ways into the video. Hey, the streak was nice, but we're going to keep going because we have some time left here, guys. Let's go on to the next one. All right, guys, here we go against Brian, starting out with skeletons in the back. So 1 loss. I just hope he doesn't have another one. I want to continue this trend of only 1 loss in a whole hour of gameplay, give or take, of course. So a Hunter. Hey, it's another minor cycle deck. Go figure here, guys. You know, noteworthy that we faced no giant decks. We faced, I don't think so, right? Unless I'm missing one. We faced no golem decks. We faced no lava hound decks. I think we've only faced 1. Do we even face any P.E.K.K.A decks? It's pretty crazy, right? Like, recording for a whole hour straight, nice fireball by the opponent. Nice Ice Spirit by us, though. A nice Knight by us, too. Nice job there on the defensive end, despite that fireball connecting for a lot of value from the opponent. But yeah, it's kind of weird, the assortment. No Expo decks, right? All the decks that people complain are dominating the meta, we have not seen here in the top 10,000 or so. Granted, you know, anecdotal, small sample size, but still. So here comes Bats on the Princess for the opponent. Opponent holding on to a very minor, very small elixir advantage as we go ahead and log away that Hunter, and then maybe pick up a, oh, Fireball comes down, forget about that. I was gonna say maybe pick up a damage advantage. That is not the case there, but hey, we pick up 1 elixir on the exchange, allows us to connect an Ice Spirit, really giving us in the damage advantage by just a hair. So look at this deck we're facing here. It's just a Royal Hog cycle deck. Looks like an Air Surfer deck that we're facing right now, right? And probably a deck that Air Surfers probably actually used to finish high on ladder with. At least it's not a normal minor balloon again, right? So this time Goblin Barrel comes down. That's going to be, more importantly, keeping the princess alive. Yes, indeed it does. Forcing a Hunter out of the hand of the opponent. So now they have kind of an awkward Hunter making his way in the right lane. We will respond with an Ice Spirit and let's see, anything else? Ooh, I like that Knight play. Again, trying to avoid placing that knight in point-blank range of the hunter, and does a good job in doing so. Fireball comes down, but immediately we have the Goblin Gang ready. Just unwilling to take any kind of incidental damage to our towers, and now we're setting up for these Royal Hogs. Let's see what we do here. Instead of playing super strong defense, we go with the offense. So we send in the Goblin Barrel, and the Knight and the Spirit Goblins take his tower down. Again, really close here in terms of the damage advantage. And again, relentless with the Knight and the Goblin Barrel combo, and the tower's down. Can we defend? Here's the question. 2, 1, oh, the tower falls. And we have a bunch of crap on our King Tower here, and a Fireball comes down, very aggressive by the opponent. I don't know if I like that Fireball. We're gonna attack here. Here we go, Knight in the pocket as well. We go Goblin Barrel on the weak side, taking down that Hunter. Log comes down as well, and a bunch of Goblins and Spirit Goblins on the tower. That gives us the damage advantage here. About 30 seconds into sudden death overtime, we go with the Princess here on the defensive end, and Relentless again attacking with the Goblin Barrel, and the Goblin Gang in the pocket. They're going to almost finish off that Flying Machine. Won't allow it to get any, oh, one hit, I stand corrected, on our Princess Tower. We go with a really high Inferno Tower, and the Royal Hogs played right on top of it, and we were ready with the Princess, knowing exactly what was coming. So here comes another Fireball by the opponent, but check out our tower, guys. 791. A Log and a Rocket will finish this one off. And here's the Log, and okay, a couple Logs and a Rocket. And here's the Goblin Barrel. Goblin Barrel does not connect. And 53, 52. I feel like this one is, well, we might have to defend one more time. Okay, there's the Rocket, and there's the Log. So Rocket takes down to 40 HP, and boom, that one's done. Another one in the books here. Very, very well played by Kidkid again. That one was a little close, though. It's getting a little bit more tricky here, guys. Let's go ahead and see 20, 10, 65, 20 trophies. Let's go into the next one here. All right, guys, here we go against this dude. So thumbs up comes down, and I gotta say, I don't know, like I lost count a long time ago, as you guys know, but man, we've seen a ton of gameplay here. I already feel delusional in the sense that I feel like I can pick this deck up and be like, okay, you know, I've got my bearings. I know what I'm doing here. I'm like Kidkid. I'm just like Kidkid, except for I'm not good. That's the only difference between us. So a pump comes down from the opponent. 3 Musketeer deck, finally switching it up a little bit, right? We go with the Goblin Barrel directly on that pump, and then we go with the Log, trying to chip away at that pump. Didn't have Rocket, or didn't have enough Elixir to use the Rocket there. Cutting that Royal Ghost a little bit there, but not going to do much. Looks like we're going to take that entire Royal Ghost to the face and the left side, and tower falls all the way down to 2408, and the Elixir advantage going to the opponent with that 1/3 HP pump still alive and on the board. So here comes the Battle Ram coming down from the opponent. And we have a Knight in hand or a Goblin Gang or something. Goblin Gang comes down right at the last second. They're going to do a good job on the defense. So what do we do about this pump here? Do we Rocket? We don't have enough Elixir for Rocket. Oof. This is tricky when the opponent gets the pump advantage like this, because we're not going to waste a Rocket on a pump they've already gotten value out of, or are we? No. Looks like we're just going to try to focus on defending. Maybe we'll go with the Goblin Barrel on the pump after we defend this push. Or while we defend this push. Let's see what he does. So he goes with the Knight for the Royal Ghost. Hunter for the opponent in the back. The opponent's slow playing this as well. We go with the Log. Just kind of just chilling here. Here comes the start of their push. Battle Ram, Bandit, Hunter coming from the opponent. We go with the Goblin Gang. Go with the Ice Spirit to stop that charge. Don't even have to use the Inferno Tower there. Very, very well played. Another pump from the opponent, and again, we don't have that 6 Elixir for the Rocket that we do have in hand. Instead, we try to apply some pressure here with the Knight, and it's tricky. The opponent has the Royal Ghost at the ready. We do get some chip damage there, so we go, even though he has the Bar Barrel, we go aggressive still at that pump. Can't allow him to just keep stacking these pumps here. This one scares me, this matchup here. Haven't been able to use the Rocket. High Inferno Tower to answer that Battle Ram, and Royal Ghost come down from the opponent, opposite lane, and here we go, 3 Musketeers set up high. So the first 3 Muskies we've had to deal with so far this video, this match. Bar Barrel comes down. We can play Goblin Gang. Okay, we go Knight in the right. Princess is doing work against those Musketeers in the left. but our tower does fall to 1093. Now here we go again. It's going to be a hunter there set up for that goblin barrel. Things not looking so good here. A bar barrel comes down. We log as well. 1093 remaining on our tower still here, guys, and another big push coming in. Man, this one seems so difficult. So here comes the Inferno Tower. Nice job stopping the hunter and those barbarians. Princess there in her kind of their sweet spot in front of the king tower, getting protected from both princess towers. And again, a hunter is in hand for the opponent. But the hunter's a little bit far back there. We end up scoring some damage. Now what do? Do we rocket this or do we just go? Let's see. Looks like we're just chilling. Unable to protect that princess, but we have another one down. So we have not rocketed any of these pumps, especially here in double elixir time. I figure, you know, we keep attacking, we keep chipping away slowly but surely, and we're almost back in this in terms of the damage here, guys. So the knight is down. Prince is going to charge on the knight. Ice Spirit back just in the nick of time to connect to the bandit and the royal ghost there, making sure that everybody is frozen. And here we go into triple elixir time. Triple elixir with a pump advantage for the opponent right now. Logging in the right, Prince is going to finish off those musketeers, or at least mitigate damage enough that we're not worried about it. And we go in again. Ice Spirit on the muskie. Bar barrel is down from the opponent. Here comes a battle ram in the right-hand lane here, guys. We'll let it connect. It's okay. And we go in with another goblin barrel. This time, we get him. With the goblin barrel connects, they went too aggressive in the left lane with bandits and everything else. Now we can just finish this one off, potentially. Let's see. Oh, no bar barrel in hand, and he wins. Dude, that was sick, man. I can't believe he made that comeback there. That was very, very well played. Jeez, let's go ahead and see. 1678 right now in the world. Let's do like one or two more matches. I think one more. Let's see, he's already in a match here. This will be the last one here. We are approaching an hour in real time. Z Allen Z Pro. So let's see, if he wins this one, then he ties Lemon Tree in terms of only having one loss in a whole hour of gameplay. And here's a princess at the bridge. So it looks like we're ending things against another mirror matchup apropos here on this video. Let's see if the opponent logs here. No, they decide, oh, no log in hand, my bad. Now they do though, let's see. Log is down, no damage for either player. Maybe a tiny, tiny bit of chip on that left tower. Thanks to the princess. I think the princess got one hit off maybe? I don't know. So here we go. We have log in hand. The opponent goes in with the goblin barrel. We go with the princess at the bridge. So again, getting another hit with that princess. Every hit so valuable. We go with the goblin gang in the center there, pulling everybody over. Let's see. Nice defense here. We will take some chip damage from those spirit goblins though. So again, now the opponent in the damage lead. 1 minute into this contest, give or take. Oof. Let's see if he goes with the same thing, like just defending, trying to get the small chip damage, or the small chip damage advantage, and then he starts defending and going with these rockets when he gets to double elixir time. So princess on princess action here in the left. We go with the log, inviting the opponent to go to attack with the goblin barrel. And immediately we go with the goblin gang. We go with the knight. So no goblin barrel just yet out of the opponent. Instead, we go in with one of our own. They defend with just the knight and the ice spirit there. That gives us the damage advantage here with 15 seconds left in single elixir time. Let's see if they go with the goblin barrel here or what they do. Here's the goblin barrel. And this time we go with the gang. So both players, excuse me here, trying to not use a log on the goblin barrel if they can afford not to. And so far, it's worked out a little bit better for us. Nice job there with the princess and the spirit goblins, making sure we take out the princess of the opponent. And now we can rocket, because they went with the 4 elixir Tesla too. They respond with a rocket. We have a huge advantage here in terms of elixir in this contest. We go in with the goblin barrel without delay. And again, the log does come down, no chip damage. But they waste an ice spirit there as well. So I feel really good about this one. Cycling to maybe another princess. We have another rocket too. Perfect. So another rocket comes down, and so does the opponent. But the opponent is in the... So again here, just like the last time that we faced against Bait here, things looking pretty good. As long as we have that chip damage lead going into double elixir time, we can just maintain and rocket before they do, and they're left trying to play catch up, trying to play out of their comfort zone, trying to be too aggressive. That's 3 rockets now on the opponent's tower, and they rocket again. Man, this is gonna come down to it here, guys. We go in with the Goblin Barrel way, way high. And the log comes delayed, but we get one chip, one spear goblin stab, or stab goblin stab on the tower. And that's all we really needed here. Here comes the goblin barrel, and we connect. It's gonna be one rocket, and this one's over, and here's the rocket, it's launched. That's gonna be GG. What a way to end the video, beating the mirror matchup, guys. Man, a huge, huge shout out to Jesus, aka Kidkid, coming back on the channel. He's gonna end this momentous push at 15-10 in the world. Again, check out his player stats and profile. Let me know if you like this series. I will continue to do more. Again, I mentioned those other guests I intend to invite here on the channel, playing their specialty decks for an hour long worth of content for you guys. I appreciate you guys watching and hearing my voice right now. Those of you who watched until the very, very end of this video, thank you so much. Check out Kidkid's player stats and profile, thanks to StatsRoyale.com. His social media information also linked in the show notes below, along with a deck link, of course. And a huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information as well. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.